I can say it's really spectacular in the sense of this very case. And we hope the case will end 2 days according to George last week. But today he said after looking through the case, he doesn't have so much things to be prolonging the case, and after the prosecutor has given some kind of conflict all over the world, from Europe, from Asia, other things, a very long explanation, but the defense lawyer from our PM made a long argument, throw many lights, expressed the way the Nigerian government is harboring terrorism behavior. But I can see after all these arguments, the judge said, I don't think I can prolong this argument anymore, but we have to give a little bit time to finalize everything, and I would like to let all the people who came from different parts of the world to travel home. I can see the passion in them. For me, this judge, he was the same judge that presided this issue last week. It was very good thing for us to see him again today. This is a man who can look on the face of the people and the passion in them and decide what he can be able to do.
He told us nobody should cry that we have won.
Yes.
He told us.
He said it.
He said nobody should cry that we have won.
So
that's what he said. We that will be telling him that is the one that is telling us not to cry. That
so thank you
that is
for
settled.
the audience.
Thank you, beloved.
My beloved honorable Pastor Rose, I can see all of you with flying color today. I can see all of you flying in with good honor, with very wonderful indeed. Can you tell us your experience in the court today, as everything has just ended so smoothly without no...
The prayer of Biafra was answered. Today marked a remarkable day of the victory of our PM. Like I said, we have more.
Yes.
And only in natural yes. Or our PM Mazi Simon Ekpa Jokumere. Or the Mazi Namde Kalumere. Just in natural freedom. Kai umaka have a slave. The Nigeria be another hand. Manaye grow ego kainare. And actually, I want to tell you, na yenwezi court again. Iha yenwezi biwepata. Ka BMI pata, because it aimed in praises. It did not end the way the devil wanted. It did not end the way the Nigerians, the evil ones, the Janta we wanted. Our freedom has come. And we are going home. Biafrans all over the world, from the homeland till here, we thank you.
Thank you so much.
We thank the Biafra, the genuine one in this Finland, who has made it possible for this thing. We want to use the opportunity to say thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is Honorable
Smile.
First of all, I want to thank Biafrans, and then it's a very happy thing to see that at the end of the day that the discussion, the case, everything was finalized, and then yes, and then the judge have had enough, and today again we did not see the presence of Nigeria. We could not see the presence of Nigeria, and then all the whole shenanigan they have been displayed. They have displayed through, however, whatever that they find means to land in Finland and in Finland court. Today, they have been given opportunity to come and defend their lives, to come, but they run away. They are nowhere to be found. You know what? But the Biafran government have stood, did everything to protect Biafran, and we will continue doing that, not just only here in Finland, in everywhere in the world. We have told them, and we will keep on reminding Finland, every citizen of every country, the primary duty of the government of that country is to protect her citizens wherever, whenever, however. So, based on that, you can see Biafrans, we come out from this court with a joyful heart, and you saw us when we were with Obato Bie inside the court, when we were just having a good time discussing.
Today, Simon Ekpa finally closes his appeal in Finnish court, and at the same time, we saw Ekpa dancing. It was in high spirit, say as the judge has finally, tweeted September as Simon Ekpa Freedom, month. Like a lot of Biafrans are reacting worldwide. Masanga has reacted. Everybody's reacting. Aso Rock now, they are in panic. They say Simon Ekpa second coming might be brutal. What's your take as regards the judge finally, planning to acquaint Simon Ekpa come September?
I think they are trying to avoid any further push towards the EU court, which would be very dangerous, and they might likely, put Alexander Stubb into big trouble because he has gone against the EU international law. This is 42 days of Ekpa in custody, and yes, the judge himself, knowing fully well that Ekpa cannot be linked, has decided. You can see the jubilation there, where Ekpa said a lot of things in his defense. Now the judge has signaled a deadline for acquittal. Yes, that's what is going to discharge and acquitted, and that's easy way. And the options there, which the Finland judge will likely want to avoid. In the latest update, this is the final Ekpa's appearance in court, or what is expected now is the Finnish government and the Finnish court to now, pass judgment. Then there are options too that is likely going to, they are trying to avoid, and which is, going to facing the EU court. Definitely, that will open a lot of investigation on what actually transpired between Nigeria and Finland, between Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Alexander Stubb, the current president of Finland, who happens to be a former ally of Simon Ekpa. And of course, Finland has played a major role to Biafrans during the Nigeria Civil War. Whatever that has transpired, well, at this point in time, has proven that Simon Ekpa is becoming very, very influential and popular within the European nations. That's at the moment. So it's a victory for Simon Ekpa because he has met the standard of his self-defense. He has also met the standard required by law in terms of, the presenting himself, defending whatever that was being labeled against him at the end of the day. The judge have no option. And if they feel that they can go the other way around, by September, just few days from now, we are going to expect what is going to happen from the Finnish court and from the Finnish government. Then he has set September date for deadline. That's the deadline. I will come that day. He is going to pronounce judgment based on the trial that is going on. But from what you saw when the judge actually mentioned September, it is a declaration of acquittal deadline, discharge and acquitted. Everybody is already dancing, to the reality on ground. He celebrated it massively because he knew that there's no way that they are going to contravene the process of his evidence tendered before the Finnish court. And for up till now, Nigerian government has not been able to present any further, evidence against Simon Ekpa up to this moment. So they were not even present in the court. What they did was try to use SDOS members sacked by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to carry out a kind of maneuvering, within the court. But unfortunately, the delegates there, those from outside the country, and of course from EU nations, we are very observant. And at the end of the day, they were left in disgrace. That's what we actually understand what played out. So today, Ekpa has time to celebrate his outstanding defense in the Finnish court, which was granted to him after the leave of appeal was approved by the appeal court judges. So we have officially come to the end of the trial. So what we are waiting now for Biafrans all over the world is the decision as a result of evidence presented before the court. And that is why the judge, set September date for discharge and acquitted. That is expected, and that is what it is going to be. Then to put you on the right consciousness, while we continue to review the process of what is expected in September, sorry. What is expected is this: if at the end of the day, because we are hearing that Nigeria's government are already mobilizing funds to lobby again deeply into the judiciary of Finland government, but the fear is that where the Finnish government is rejecting any further compromise in this matter is because they are afraid to face the EU court, because once the matter leaves this Finland court and the jurisdiction at the moment legally, then they have an option to face the EU court, which is very dangerous because already, the EU, the international law that governs the 27 EU nations has already been contravened by the Finnish government. So it is going to be an indictment on them, and that is a big trap because now they are going to pay millions of dollars in damages.
But we heard that the Nigerian prosecutor almost collapsed in court because he saw from the judge expression that Simon Ekpa was a victim or has a scar of the Nigeria treatment of the Biafrans in Nigeria. From what you've seen in court so far, do you think come September, do you think that the Finnish court, we want to go to the EU court? Because Masaga is telling the judges now, if you do anything other than grant justice to Simon Ekpa, let's meet at the EU and the ICC. Do you think they want to face the ICC and EU court?
That is one of the reasons why the Nigerian prosecutor in the court collapsed. Because he knows that they have lost the battle. He read the body language of the judge and discovered that it is no longer going. All the money he has collected from the back door, is no longer, it is not going to refund it, and he has failed his agenda. So imagine the burden of injustice, that he spearheaded just because he wanted Simon Ekpa to be put completely out of the way, simply because there were economic negotiations and deal entered with Nigerian government that warranted the political pressure from Nigeria on Finland government to do and damage the image of Finland. As a result of that, eventually contravening the EU international law. So it is a total confusion for Nigerian prosecutors who were reported to have collapsed after today's proceedings, and that what the judge looked at, was just ignored him and closed the case at the end of the day. So that collapse of the Nigerian prosecutor means that they have lost the battle, and he's now going back to face the consequences. Then, secondly, from what Dr. Masanga was saying very clearly, it will be very dangerous, because for Alexander Stubb to be invited to face European law, to face European court as a result of trying to sit tight just to please Nigerian government over Simon Ekpa. But that would not definitely be a good idea for him, and that are the options he is fearing, and that is the option the judge who is likely going to pronounce that judgment is also afraid of. So it's a big win for Simon Ekpa, and that's why you see Simon Ekpa dancing inside the court while the Nigerian prosecutor collapses. Maybe he was taken to an emergency hospital for them to revive him. We don't know what actually happened thereafter.
Okay, but Simon Ekpa, just like I said, was in high spirit. A lot of people are saying if Simon Ekpa comes out, do you think Simon Ekpa will drop the Biafran agitation, or will Simon Ekpa keep pushing for Biafra freedom?
If you look at Simon Ekpa, today, from ever since he started making his court appearances, since late this month, you discover that he has the same spirit with Mazen Namdekano, and that is the fear. They are praying in Asura currently now that these two people should not be unleashed while the election is trying to come up, and that is why Bola Ahmed Tinubu is making every effort to see that Ekpa is not being pronounced free or freed by the court. Maybe a certain level of delay. No, but it has gone. It's not Nigeria. This is a European country, European nation that does not. That people believe that the judiciary there is supposed to be very independent, but Alexander Stubb shot himself on the leg. Shot himself, to a very tight corner just because he wants to please Bola Ahmed. I believe whatever oil and gas deal he would have entered, by now, he would have, enjoyed himself to the fullest, to the extent that he would definitely boot Nigeria out of his life, of Finland government, whatever bilateral diplomatic relationship they intend to have at the moment, just to save his head. There's anger everywhere in Europe. The people are watching what is going to happen. But the latest development is that we are also hearing that the woman there mentioned by Alex Stubb, which was actually spotted hidden in one of the hotels in Finland, possibly he was sent by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the federal government of Nigeria, as the foreign affairs minister, talking about Biang Ojukwu, was completely chased out of Finland, because Dr. Alex Masanga, alerted the people that a certain government official is already in Finland, and they were able to track that place. And I can tell you that they are dealing with a government. Nigerian government is dealing with a government. So there's government intelligence, because it is Biafran government in exile. They have intelligence too. They have defense ministers. They have, government is a parallel government functioning, pending when the official recognition is definitely going to come. So at that level, Ekpa has been exposed to. Ekpa will not want to tinker with anything like dropping the Biafran agitation. After all, it has made him, popular, and he has also advanced the Biafran struggle within the international community, within the EU nations, within Africa, within AU, within the Western world, within the Asia country. Because, these things are being reported everywhere. Look at just what happened recently. The Israeli government, where Prime Minister himself went to the same national TV, channel 14 of Israel, where he sat there and addressed issues pertaining to Christians, Islam, and the way forward for the Christians, and of course, for Biafran and people at the time. The same studio where Biafra were being discussed earlier this month, you can see that it is getting more and more spread. The struggle for Biafra is getting more and more spread. Then on the home side too, recently there were crises in Aso Rock pertaining how the federal government wanted to, dismantle the coastal Igbo communities and indigenous Igbos in that area and seat them to the Ijo and the Yoruba people. It's happening a few days ago. You can check it. You can go and find out yourself. It is not news. It is reality. And that has triggered a kind of reaction from coastal Igbo tribes and communities calling and agitating for Biafra. Let me give you the manipulation that actually took place. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in his restructuring and regional government at the end of the day, were able to carve out some part of Kwara, Kogi to Yoruba side. Then those communities and areas where indigenous people are in coastal areas in the Niger Delta, they want to seat them too, and that is causing the elders to come together and are looking at the best option for us now at the moment is to continue to join the Biafran struggle. So everything about Biafra at this moment is gathering momentum courtesy of Simon Ekpa and of course Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
But with the other day we saw it was reported that Bianca's camp were not happy with Masanga. Report as claiming that she and Tunji Ojo brought private jet twice to arrest Simon Ekpa. Do you not think that? Do you think that a lot of people are saying Bianca would have not done that to Simon Ekpa? But a lot of people are saying it was after Bianca came in as the Minister of Foreign Affairs. That was when Simon Ekpa was arrested. Do you think that Bianca could have done this? And do you think that Masanga would be lying on Bianca that they brought private jet, that she was involved, betraying our own brother?
It came as a surprise to a lot of Biafrans all over the world how Bianca actually got involved in trying to strangle the Biafran struggle, just because to please, I said it very clearly. That's one of the reasons why, Bola Ahmed Tinubu brought him very closer to his government to disgrace her and to disgrace, the legacies of Ojukwu, to the extent he connived with one Tunde Ojo and they wanted to extradite Simon Ekpa in the night. But the quick intervention of the EU forces, made that mission impossible. So, and he still went again too, and down he has been captured and chased out of Finland completely. So he cannot stand what is about to come at the moment, and he will end up in shame. We are also hearing that Bianca has tendered an official apology secretly to Dr. Ngozi Rabeze and asked Dr. Ngozi Rabeze to communicate officially to Simon Ekpa because she has seen that she has lost the battle in Finland. And the only thing he needed to do now is to apologize while she is still facing corrupt charges under Bola Ahmed Tinubu that might likely lead to his sack. And why Bola Ahmed Tinubu would definitely sack is because she was not able to catch Ekpa in Finland. So it's a failed attempt and mission. And of course, that's the consequences of it. But many Biafrans all over the world have noted her involvement in Ekpa's trial and put her in a position she will definitely belong to in the nearest future.